Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4, and in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 66, we're going to do the Pan-Euro Championship, which I think is probably for some higher performance cars considering it's a championship that requires the IB license. Very high paying, we'll take a look at that in a bit, but we got this Honda S800 RSE race car from 1968 for completing the World Compact Racing Series of sorts, and I tested it out in like extended footage, but we're not going to keep it around. I know we don't have anything to really use it for. I don't know if it'll even have been competent in the World Compact Series once doing the races with it. I mean, it sounds nice and stuff, but we're going to sell it for 53,000 credits. Yeah, this is totally worth getting rid of. Because I think the only events that we could really use that Honda S800 race car in if we kept it were ones that we've already done up until this point. And I don't really need to go on a money grind and make extra money. I think we're faring quite well as it is, just doing new events every episode. I've got over 1 million credits right now, and I'm not buying any new cars in this one. We're about to do a championship that's going to pay a lot of money. And then I just got 50,000 credits, so duh. You gotta reiterate that. Now you got all 5 pages of cars right here. I got 50 cars after selling that last one. We used to have 51. But the only way to actually look at European cars is if you go through UK, Germany, France, and Italy. And you can't have them all at the same time. So France, we got a couple cars that are old with not much horsepower, so we're not using those. We got this Alfa Romeo touring car, or race car, 420 horsepower. It's from 1993. Y'all might remember that. Here's a peek at it if you don't remember what this looks like. It's a beautiful livery symbolizing Alfa Romeo. But see, this is like a race car and whatever. So we're going to get ourselves a sports car or a supercar instead. We've got UK, 5 cars in here. I could use the Aston Martin Vanquish that we used in the Aston Martin one-make race, I believe. And you got the Jensen Interceptor. I don't know if that would cut it. It's old, but it's got a lot of horsepower. I don't know if it weighs a lot or something like that. And that might be why it has a lot of horsepower. And then, of course, Germany. We've got 8 cars in Germany. Most of them are Quattros, Audi Quattros. The Pikes Peak Quattro, that's an SUV. The Nuvolari is pretty big. It has quite a bit of horsepower. I think my best bet, most acceptable one, would be the RUV CTR Yellowbird. Also, there's the M3 GTR race car. Yeah, let's go with the Yellowbird. I know this thing is going to handle like a freaking wild fish out of water. This is the only yellow car that we have an exception for. It's not yellow with black stripes or anything. It's our only yellow car that I will keep. I mean, I might sell it after this. It's also 50,000 credits. I might sell it after this. There it is. Pan-Euro Championship. I don't actually know what pan means in that instance, but it's a 5-race championship, and this car is permitted here because it's from Germany in Europe. 12,000 credits per win, so that's 60,000 credits in total with all the races, plus 45,000. That is 105,000 credits that we're going to make in this episode, plus the money I get for selling these cars. Okay, so before we start this, we're not going to be back at this menu anytime soon, so we're going to actually look at what races we got here. We got Sarth Circuit in there. Which version? So it's Sarth Circuit 1. I think that's the one with the chicanes? Or maybe 2 is the one with the chicanes? I don't remember. Then we also have the one German track in the game, Nürburgring. Great. For 2 laps. This is going to be a long fucking championship. We've got Monaco. That's great. 6 laps. Grand Valley Speedway. Is this the full track? Yeah, so we're going to go the full track forward as the second race. And we're going to start out at Opera Paris forward. Pardon me, but I can't think of any birds that are yellow. I mean, there might be like parakeet or some shit. That yellow triangle bird that breaks the wood in Angry Birds. Our lineup for this championship: Mercedes SL65 AMG from 2004, Cizeta V16T from 94, a TVR T350C from 03, Audi RS6 from 02. They got the McLaren in here from 2003. Now that is awesome. I feel like the McLaren is the only competent car in this entire championship. I might have a problem with that one. Or not. Who freaking knows? I've never paired a rough against a McLaren. But from what I saw in the thumbnail, that picture, I thought this might be like way too easy. I probably picked an overpowered car. 65-point race. I should have this. And it's also a good thing that the McLaren starts in front of us. He's got some traffic, but it's a long enough race where he might be able to get through that traffic and pass us back if his car is actually better. Here goes nothing. I'm already setting up to pass him, but trying to find a place to do it. He got this guy in the Zeta just ramming into everything. I'm ramming into everything. I should stop that. Yeah, we're pairing with him quite well. I don't know if there's any tracks that are like more speed-based where that'd be a serious problem. Like, of course, Sarth Circuit, that's possible, but they've got lots of corners there, and there's drafted stuff. Nürburgring's got some good long straights. What is your deal, dude? I totally exist. Do you not realize that? Now, we're doing quite well in speed against the McLaren, so I guess I'm figuring that out now. Man, this guy is swinging all over the fucking place. You deserve that, you fat bastard. You deserve that. I am missing this corner. That's great. Should I have been in first gear there? I'm under his second gear. I feel like I was getting low revs. Okay, we're outrunning McLaren, just going through the straights. That SL65 is 3.6 seconds ahead. Okay, we'll put it in third gear here. I put it in third gear. That was not enough, even though they said it would be. Holy shit. I need to put it more in third gear or something. Oh my god. This thing will slide with the rear end, but the front end ain't working with me very well. I put it in first gear because it wasn't turning in second. I need to figure out how to drive this car. But I'll do that whenever I'm done passing people. I'm kind of worried that I'm going to have to figure out how to drive before I pass them. Because you can't do it unless you actually know how. That could be an issue. Sometimes, whenever you play a racing game, they want you to be able to drive the car in order to win. You can't just figure that out after you start winning. We're keeping with them at the moment, so that's always good. Now, I mean, this is still probably going to be like a really long video with the Sarth races and Nürburgring races, just to show you one lap around this track. Make the video take forever. Damn. This car right here, this black car, is hot. It really is. Okay, send it on in, making the pass. He keeps hitting me. He's doing that shit to me that I was doing to the other guy. Okay, we'll put it in first gear. There you go. That's how you do it. Put it back up to second gear. But so many tight corners one after the other. You got to pick up speed then slow right back down, and I don't even feel like it. Okay, I think we've got this championship. I think we got to figure it out. And I'm probably going to skip one of the races in here, and we'll sneak an extra car in this challenge just for the hell of it. It's going to suck if the McLaren doesn't show up and I decide to bring the Audi Le Mans Quattro, because I really want to take that car for a spin, and it's allowed here. Ow! I hate you people. Did we not drive this SL65 AMG for some driving mission or license test? I think it was this car. Ow! It was this car at El Capitan getting the IB license. I think that's what it was. And that car was doing that weird thing with third gear or whatever going down the hill. Coming through the final corners. I don't know the actual full length of this race, but I mean every lap was about a minute and a half. So I guess it might have been like 9 minutes. Okay, 9 minutes and 20 seconds. And there's our first 12,000 credit prize. I think I want to take the Audi Le Mans Quattro to Le Mans. I don't know. That makes sense, doesn't it? They changed the lineup after we run the first race in championship. Now we've got the Zeta starting first, the McLaren starting third instead of fifth. I'm kind of surprised to see the SL65 be the guy that finished second last race, and the McLaren only got fourth. The TBR outran the McLaren. I mean, I kind of figured the McLaren was like the best Mercedes car for such a long damn time. It was the best Mercedes car in Need for Speed Most Wanted. We all know that much. Okay, we got wheel spin to worry about. I'll put it right about there. Yeah, I'll do it. Just can't start out all the way full throttle. We'll give it like maybe half a second or whatever. Okay, so there's the McLaren. Already up to second. We'll slip past him. The brakes are not working. I hate this shit, dude. I hit the brakes at a reasonable time. And the car's like, nuh-uh, no you didn't. Nuh-uh. I fucking hate this garbage. Because I felt like I was doing a good job with my braking point. And nope, no. pass all these guys all over again. Or get cut off by them. It's like I'm driving the track all fine and dandy, and then this guy has to fuck with me and run me off the track and shit. We're going to win this race. We won the first race, we're going to win this race. We're going to win all the races that we entered with this car. And I think Le Mans is the third race of this championship. Or was it the fourth? I think it was the third, the Nürburgring was last. So we should be skipping the third race of this championship, the one after this one. Yeah, there's the McLaren doing its weird spoiler thing. This car is getting a lot more loosey-goosey than it was in the last race. Although something did happen that would debate that. I'm not showing you that. You're not going to see it. It couldn't possibly be an extended footage. I don't know what the prize car is. Usually if I get a nice prize car that I can't imagine actually using in the future, then I use that as extended footage. But yes, we totally didn't have something that could be the extended footage instead. He's hitting me. This guy that hit me in the first race a lot is hitting me now. Could you please stop? Oh my gosh, this curve. And into the S's, the really tight S's that end Grand Valley Speedway. We got to the lead after the first lap at this track. It is a bigger track with more straights and less tight curves, so it only makes sense, but it took us like a lap and a half to get to the lead at Opera Paris. Opera Paris. I call it Rome Circuit, but that track's not even in this game, and I hate that it's not in this game, really. This was a 5-lap race. I had to take turn 1 5 times. I missed turn 1 3 times. My tires are getting into the orange. That's how long these races are. And, well, also how the car drives. Something tells me the fact that I've driven faster, better performing cars, better handling cars than this, that this is, these freaking rough cars handle roughly. Another 12,000 credits. The third race is the Start Circuit 1. So we click start the race, then we're going to exit the race, and we're going to go enter the fourth one. Next race. Yes, the fourth race, Monaco. And there's a tie for second place in points between the Zeta and the TVR. They're both 6 points behind us. Then the Mercedes SLR McLaren is 7 points behind us. So I think as long as we win this race, we will create a points lead big enough for us to not have to run the next one, the final race at Nürburgring. I have to go use the bathroom. I used the bathroom. What did I use it for? It's none of your beeswax. Okay. Another 65-point race. Gosh. These races destroy these tires, and I think most of it might be the car. I don't think that they're using up these tires as much. First of all, because they're AI, they're not that aggressive, and then second of all, well, it's these freaking cars compared to mine over here. I mean, maybe the McLaren might destroy its tires if I was driving that. I kind of wonder if maybe they might give me the McLaren for winning this championship. Okay, so this rolling start, they really spread out the field. I don't think I'm going to have the lead by the end of the first lap. I'm wondering, have we had any license tests at this track? I'm just wondering that all of a sudden. I don't think so. I mean, maybe we had like a full lap guide run at some point? I don't remember. I don't recall having one. I know we had a driving mission here with the Alfa Romeo old GTA. Okay, so we're up to fourth right now. And so far, the SLR McLaren... I'm spinning the tires. Yeah, the SMR McLaren is not actually making up positions because of all these tight corners that he can actually take advantage of these guys in. I mean, if he could do something in the straights, you know, we got a couple long straights after all that section of the track. Dear God, can you just let me go? All you guys. I will say that this is Zeta, this guy over here in that freaking red car, he does not know how to drive that damn thing. He has been all over the place in every race so far. I mean, he's leading this one, and he's keeping that lead. He's got the clean air advantage. I was going to say that we haven't been able to skip multiple races in a 5-race championship. At least I don't recall. Maybe we did it once and I don't remember. But the reason why is because they don't usually finish in different orders throughout all the races. They usually run about the same every freaking race. And, well, because I'm winning every freaking race, that allows me to make enough points while they're not making that much compared to me to have at least a 10-point lead going into the final race. Then I can skip the final race as well as the one that I've already skipped. Because, yeah, if I win, I get 10, and the guy in second gets 6 points, which it's obviously going to be the Zeta this time because he's got that clean air and he's got better pace than everybody here. For once, he doesn't suck at the track. And I was just saying that he does, but no, he's not. Keeps on running me over. He's rude as all crap and sucks at most of the tracks. But he doesn't suck at this one. He's just still rude. Gotta stop that wheel spin. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna get 6 points. The guy in third probably gets like, what, 4 or 5? I don't remember. Okay, listen. While in hindsight, this game was more important than my existence, and you know it, I've probably made this video really choppy, just trying to talk while driving this car. Skipping over so much shit, it's like, oh, you don't need to see that. I can't talk right, and we're not there yet anyway. But I think we're going to wind up being tied with the Zeta if we skip the next race. And there is our third 12,000 credits. The Zeta is still starting first. You've got to be kidding me, man. I'm going to really regret this if they don't give the championship to me. I don't get credit for the championship if I press abandon races. I have to start the final race and then leave. What a loophole. Oh, what a loophole to forget about. Great job, JC. Just, fine, whatever. It's not the dumbest thing I've done in my life. It's just thrown into the list of them. So we're going to get rid of this car. So that's part of the extra money I'm going to get. I'm going to get even more extra money than I was supposed to by having to do this entire championship again. But Audi Le Mans Quattro, there it is. We're going to hop into that, and I'm going to start championship again and speed right through those first couple of races. You know, for all I know, I was probably going to have to do this championship all over again anyways, because even if we did get a point stop and I won more races, then I might just give to the guy that won the last race or some garbage. That is an entirely different lineup. I still think that this car is like way better than everybody else's here. Oh yeah, it's a 10-point race. Okay, let's zip through this shit. Well, now that's 12,000 credits more than what I was expecting to make in this video. And now let's zip through this one too. And now it's 24,000 credits more than I was expecting to make in this video. But I can't say the same thing about this one because I was already going to have to do this race again. Well, I mean, not again. I haven't actually raced here yet. We just skipped it over last time. So now we're actually doing it, and this is where you actually get to see me drive this car. Also, just like the Mercedes SLR McLaren, this one has the spoiler, the wing or whatever that pops out. With this car, it does it somewhere halfway through second gear, around 70 miles an hour, and then it doesn't go down until I guess you're exiting second gear, or go as low as like 45 miles an hour. I'm guessing it's something like that. I'm pretty sure it's based off of speed. He's right there is about the top of second gear. And you can see it. And it's a really tiny one. It's not as big as one with the Mercedes SLR McLaren. And but this car has more of a shape similar to the Bugatti Veyron. And that one, I think I don't want to say spoiler. I don't think it's actually spoiler. I think it's just a wing. But maybe a spoiler and wing are the same damn thing. But the Bugatti Veyron, I'm pretty sure comes up a lot later on because it carries so much more speed. So this is like the Bugatti Veyron Jr., even though it's an older car than the Bugatti Veyron. I'm retarded, don't listen to me. Okay, so we got the Zonda, Pagani Zonda up here in front of us. The Jaguar XJ 2020, or 2020, 220, whatever it's called, I don't freaking know. So this is the track with straights and carrying a lot of speed. We're not going to be just blasting past these guys in the corners. we get to spend a lot more time behind them and getting through traffic, that's nice. The guy hit the brakes for the fucktard in the TVR, whatever. That's Tamora? There's a TVR Tamora and then a TVR something else up here. Oh God, I am going to use you. And, well, I saved it, kind of. He didn't save it, he smashed the tire barriers. But the brakes on these cars, they don't work. Not as much as I would like for them to. I still can't stop missing turn 1 in Grand Valley. And whenever I wasn't missing turn 1, I was under driving because I was getting on the brakes way too early. It was either I barely missed the corner, go off the track, or I would just get on the brakes too early. I need to learn that cars don't brake good at high speeds in this game. I don't recall having this problem whenever I first started driving fast cars in this game, whenever I got it in 2014 or whatever. But now that I'm playing the game for the YouTube channel, I can't seem to realize that the brakes are not going to slow down the car that freaking fast. It's a whole nother dimension. The Jaguar XJ220, or whatever it's called, is up to second. Stupid bunch of letters and numbers, Twitter, hashtag fucking name cars in here. That's what it is. So it's a 2-lap race, just like Nürburgring's going to be. Oh my God, can the brakes please work? The brakes don't work anywhere. Oh my God, what is this game? Is it the tires or is it the brakes that just don't slow down these fast cars? I don't recall having this problem in Gran Turismo 3 at all. You know, and I have all those videos of that. We've gone so far up to this point in this game. Suddenly, I can't get these damn cars to slow down. Am I just dumb? Am I seriously not getting on the brakes the right time? Maybe I'm getting on the brakes a little earlier than I do with other cars when we come to this track. Like, I'll get on the brakes here. I'll put it in 3rd gear. I was doing that before it was even telling me to. Maybe I usually just pay attention to what time it's telling us to at the bottom right of the screen, and now that's not going to cut it. So yeah, I'm getting on the brakes before these red numbers start flashing at the bottom right. Also, my phone UI went through an entire freaking update recently. And I mean, you might have noticed this last year whenever those videos were coming out, because that's obviously what's been going on for a while. Like, I've been recording this Let's Play ahead of time, so a bunch of these videos have the better audio from the phone. But I don't know what Samsung is trying to do. But so much shit just changed on my freaking phone. I don't even know if I'm still going to have this phone by the time the series starts coming out. I might have just given up. But I put it in 2nd gear. They wanted me to put it in 2nd gear. What the hell? I hate whenever they ask me to do something and then I just wind up over-revving or missing the corner completely because they're not asking enough of the car. I feel like they've done both in this video at this point. Like, they want me to shift down into 4th gear going to this curve, and I'm in 3rd gear. How can I shift down to 4th gear if I'm still in 3rd gear? This is big major dumbness. That is a lap around Sarth Circuit 1. So yeah, Sarth Circuit 1 has the chicanes, and 2 does not. Does that mean Sarth Circuit 1 with chicanes came before they started just having the full stretch? Because I still think they raced this version instead for the Le Mans 24 Hour with the chicanes. You know, the Jaguar and the Pagani, the Jaguar and the Pagani, they've been trading 2nd place like all lap. I mean, that's the most pimpin' thing this game's done in a hot minute. That's hot. That's racing. This game never has racing in it. It's a racing game. I can't say that 12,000 was extra because, like I said, we were gonna have to do this race again, anyways. Well, I've been getting the Jaguar's car name right. It is XJ220. I've got that photo-idiotic memory, and we have, I think, a 17-point lead over the Jaguar and the TVR Griffith 500. But, you know, that leaves an open space for the TVR to win both the next 2 races if I skip over them and then take that point lead from me. So I have to go run this race, which will leave us with 36,000 credits extra than what I was expecting to make here. You know, you can laugh at me all you want for how this video is played out, but I just got 36,000 credits more than I was intending on making here. You see, now I have a point lead big enough to skip 2 races, but there's only 1 race left. But yet again, we're not doing this race. We're going to go get a different European car, and we're going to use that at Nürburgring. And you might be able to guess which one it is. It's a car that I love. Okay, so there is the 45,000 credits for winning championship. What is the prize car? Earlier, I guess this would be the Mercedes SLR McLaren, but I think you could just buy that. Jaguar XJ220 LM race car. I wish it came in more colors, but I think this is the only color it comes in, this white 41. And with 1 more race to run, for sure, we got 47% game completion. I'm not going to sell the Audi Le Mans Quattro. Of course we're going to keep that. What, you out of your mind? We are going to hop into the Aston Martin Vanquish in this rust color, 466 horsepower. Now this is another one of those cars that's perfectly suiting for this event. I think it's going to be, right middle of the road. We're actually going to have to fight to win this race. And we got 2 whole laps around this giant track, so I think we'll totally be able to do it. But I'm not sure if this is a better performing car than the rough CTR Yellowbird or whatever. But Sutherland Red. Gosh, I love this car and I love it in this color. Okay, to do all this math for you real quickly, I hope I can. Championship, 45,000. And these 5 12,000 credit races, making 60,000. That together would be 105,000. Plus the 104,000 I got for selling those 2 cars, the Honda S800 and the rough Yellowbird. And that would make up 209,000 in total. I thought that would be it. Then I had to come back and redo this championship because I bailed out on it. I had to do 3 extra races to get that done. And that winds up being 36,000 plus the 209,000, which is 245,000, I guess. So we're going to finally get all of that by running this last race. Gosh, that was so difficult. I think I'm going to have to put text up and the numbers on the screen so you can actually keep up with it. But I think all the cars showing up this time have shown up in the first 2 times I've done this championship. But let's see what the A-Spec point rating is. 154. This car has 466 horsepower. Maybe it's the Jaguar XJ220. I don't freaking know. I'm going to drive the wheels off this thing. I'm going to try not to drive the wheels off the track. That wouldn't be good. We got a long freaking pace lap or get ready thing before they start the race. I know I'm not worried about this Audi. What? Audi RS6. Okay, a little slow into this first corner. I've got this, right? Don't I? Yeah, I'm not worried about the Audi RS6. Pulling up behind him. Oh man, this is a stiff car. If I'm having this kind of grip right now, I don't know what the hell I'm going to have at the end of the race. We're okay right now. We're doing good. Just need to pay attention to the time gaps. Like the first 4 or 5 of them and see how I'm doing and hanging in there with these leaders up here. I'm pretty sure the biggest concern would be the Jaguar XJ220. I can't even say that shit for some reason. After that time marker, it's 6.9, which means he's beating us a good bit in straights, but we're decent in the corners. I don't know if I got enough corners versus straights to actually pull this off. I know we're getting second, but I can't explain just how much it pains me, the thought of a Jaguar beating an Aston Martin. Jaguar can go suck a big fat one. can't tell if I am faster than this guy in the straights or faster than him in the corners, because I can lose him in the corners and gain the straights and then be the other way around. Look at this shit. I was 4.4 seconds behind him for most of that lap, and now I'm 5.7. Is it the straight? We were just going through a bunch of straights, and I gained time on it. I don't think we could win this race with this car. We could probably win it if that guy doesn't show up. That I'm positive of. I think it's more likely that he shows up than doesn't. Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely the straights. I'm still confused as to how I gained on him in straights a while ago. Was it just that one curve that was in the straights or what? Well, yeah, let's finish this lap and see if we can just get the fucking Jaguar XJ220 to not show up. And also have a better chance of winning if I don't crash into walls. You know, there's that too. Well, I gave him my best shot. Now I'm 9.8 seconds behind him. I gained like 3 seconds in this last section of the track, as long as I don't wreck. Which, so far, I am definitely not doing. That was perfect. But we'll get extra money for this, but I gotta come do this race all over again. And I'm probably just gonna go at it whenever that Jaguar doesn't show up. Because I was even able to handle this guy behind me in the black TVR or whatever. He was actually catching us. Yeah, watch. Yeah, he's just like 6 seconds behind us. Damn, second place prize was 6,500. For some reason I thought it was like a little bit more than that. Oh my gosh, suddenly they just decide to start showing up with Aston Martins. And then they've got 2 other TVRs here, the Tuscan Speed 6 and the Cervera Speed 6. I think that's what it said. I don't know. I find it interesting that this car is called like the Aston Martin V8 Vanquish or whatever, but then it says V12 on the back. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, unless it's just Aston Martin Vanquish and I've forgotten what I read. I know we should be able to handle the Aston Martins all fine and dandy, because whenever we did the one-make race, they were not a problem for us in this car. So let's shift down to first gear, use that curb, back up to second gear. If y'all look over them trees right there, y'all can see the Formula 1 circuit. And then I think in some of the later Gran Turismo titles, and maybe Forza titles as well, you get to race a version of this track that is the Nordisch Life and the Formula 1 circuit, or whatever the hell. Because I think there's this, the Formula 1 version of it, and then they have both, which, I mean, these days I think whenever they do Nürburgring 24-hour, whatever the hell, they do both sides of it all. Gosh, it's hard to focus and drive this car. Whenever I try being competitive with this car, this thing is just tight as shit. It was tight that entire 2 laps I raced earlier, and it was annoying. It was wearing me out. And analog stick and throttle. 5.4 seconds back. There's always got to be that one guy now that I've selected this car that's kicking my ass. I'm going to sneak around the Audi RS6 or whatever. Nothing but a bunch of 6 right now. 466 horsepower, speed 6, RS6. Good God. But about to get to this first TVR car. Oh boy. Well, you're going off-road because you're slow, and I have to keep on the move. I want to give you guys the least amount of footage possible of me driving around Nürburgring now that we've already seen the entire track. So I don't know what this car could use to better suit my needs, whether it's some racing tires, suspension upgrade, maybe both. I don't have any idea. Because it just feels tight. It doesn't feel like there's an actual suspension problem. It just doesn't want to turn as much as I'd like for it to. I gotta manhandle the damn thing. But we're there. I think he's got more acceleration than us. And I'm sitting in his draft, and he just keeps shutting the door on me over and over again. But we're gonna get him right here. No, you ain't stopping me. And that's all she wrote. Let's get this race over with. No, don't shift into first gear, moron. Let's get the race over with. Oh boy. Are you incapable of passing me? Wow. Well, he did, but he... What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, we'll just do that. Oh my God. That is as clean as that could have possibly gone. This race just doesn't end, does it? I mean, like, the racing part of the race doesn't end. I really am just not used to racing in this game, because usually I just get a car and kick everyone's ass, even though we're driving the same damn car. But in this case, this car is smaller and lighter, and it's probably the main reason why. Oh God, thank you. I didn't know if he was going to pass me or give me a bump. I was trying to make a block last second. Now, just need to take the last corners, not stupid, and we will win this race. It was completely undecided the entire time. And you got to see about every shot he took at passing me, every time he came close. And in the end, you get a little acceleration off the final corner, but I'm going to win by 0.34 seconds. What the heck? And that is all the money that we're going to make in the video. Going into that first Nürburgring attempt, I thought that was going to be the end of it. We'd make $245,000. But then I didn't win, so we made $6,500 extra and had to go do it again. So that's 251,000 credits we made total profit this video. That's over $250,000 just by 1,000, but still. And I thought I was just going to be doing 5 races in this video. The 5-race championship. We'd do 3 races and then come back and do the last 2. Instead, I backed out and didn't even take the championship prize, and I didn't know if I was actually going to get it with the points tie and whatever. So I had to go do those other 4 races, and that took care of the Sarth circuit. And then I was going to do Nürburgring, which would have been 8, but I had to do it twice. So 9. I did 9 instead of 5. And this was going to take just a little over an hour to record. Instead, it took 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes is what my camera's telling me. See you next time. That's that, and episode over. That didn't happen.